a revolutionary. His name was Joseph Jordan. He would become the first Black Universalist minister in the United States. He started a school and churches. His commitment to his community laid the groundwork for Universalism in Black communities throughout the South. Joseph was born in June 1842 in West Norfolk, Virginia. He changed jobs a lot. In his lifetime, he was a laborer, a grocer, an oysterman, and a carpenter. He was such a skilled carpenter that he was able to build homes and then rent them to other people. As a Black person who owned land at the time, Joseph held a lot of power in the community. Joseph was always moved by religion and churches. In 1880, he became a Baptist minister. During this time as a minister, he was given a book, The Plain Guide to Universalism. Joseph was drawn to the idea that there was goodness in the universe and of universal salvation, which was not a concept taught in the Baptist faith he preached. Joseph also appreciated the Universalist Church's stance against oppression and bigotry of people. With his new beliefs, however, he could no longer preach in the Baptist church. So he went back to carpentry. During this time, he traveled to Philadelphia because he knew there was a large Universalist congregations there. In Philadelphia, he met Reverend Edwin Sweetser, the minister of the Universalist Church of the Messiah. He and Edwin studied together, and they became friends. When he returned to Norfolk, Joseph began preaching to whomever would listen. He rented a room as a chapel and built his own pulpit. A lot of people started coming to his church and asking him to start a school to help their children learn. Black children were not allowed to attend school with white children and were not given the same access to opportunities. Seeing the need in his community, Joseph wanted to be recognized as a full Universalist minister by the Universalist General Convention. They gave him a license for 1 year, and by March 31st, 1889, Joseph was ordained a full Universalist minister. He was the first Black minister of the Universalist faith. Reverend Joseph began the First Universalist Church of Norfolk. They needed their own building for worship and a school. In 1893, Joseph raised the funds to build a new building with the support of the Universalist General Convention. The school started in the building was a blessing to the community. When the building opened, around 100 kids attended the school. Reverend Joseph Jordan died on June 3rd, 1901. Without his leadership, the church and the school closed shortly after in 1906. His legacy lives on as a person inspired by the universal love of God to break barriers in the Universalist faith.